Hello my beautiful souls, welcome to your next reading. So this is going to be a reading about my next big relief and calling in your judgment. So I picked out the judgment card from each pile, and there's again 3 piles to choose from. So for group number 1, we have this beautiful judgment card over here. Group number 2 has the truth card from this deck. It's also the judgment card, card number 20. And this is how it looks like. And for group number 3, we also have the judgment card from this deck. And this is how it looks like. So my beautiful souls, please choose one pile and I see you in your reading. Hello group 1, welcome to your reading about what is your next big relief. So you chose this beautiful judgment card over here, and I laid out your tarot cards, and there was a lot of cards that wanted to come out for your reading already. So we have 3 cards here from this deck, and we also in the end have 3 cards here with the judgment card at the end of your reading. So at the start we have the moon card. So we are seeing here a lady that is with a fox that's howling on the moon, and she's showing us her back. And on the bottom of this deck we see this octopus like arms coming out of her body, out of this figure at least. So there are some fears that you have that are lying underneath, like the octopus is an animal of the deep sea. So at the beginning of this reading I am seeing that it is about those fears of yours, and you're dealing with them, and maybe it's a fear for your success. Maybe it's a fear of how will I manage if I am successful one day, or how am I going to manage the success that I already have in life. And maybe it's a fear of, will I ever have this beautiful, fulfilled, happy family and community life over here? Will I ever be self-confident enough? Because this young lady here is not that much self-confident. She's reflecting on her shadow side a lot, but she is not making any progression with that in this state. She's only focused on it. And here with that card, the 10 of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles, and the Temperance card, we are seeing that here this card can talk about a lot of things. It could talk about happy family life, happy community friendship life, having enough money to live from. It even talks about fulfillment in relationships. And whatever it is up to the reading and to you. But I see in this card the aspect of a job situation, because here we have the 3 of Pentacles, and here we are seeing the student, or let's say at least the worker who is creating the craft, like the craftsman. But then we also have the architect and the bishop. But only in this community, in this, the craftsman can be as crafted as hell, but if he does not know where to apply it and how to apply for a job, then his ability makes no sense. So we see the situation. We have 3 people here, and over here we also have 3 people. 2 young people greeting. We actually have 4. There's a child and an old person sitting in front, plus 2 dogs. So we are seeing here that this probably working situation, or at least situation where you have to collaborate with people, that this is the topic. So maybe you have a fear around that topic and you need to balance out these fears, and you need to ground yourself, and you do need to stay intuitive, but you also need to take a step back and heal this by grounding yourself. And then we have the Queen of Wands and the Six of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is here shown as a very self-confident woman sitting in her throne and manifesting. So it's a very different energy than this woman over here in the Moon card. And she's manifesting success. And the Six of Wands is the card that speaks mostly of success in the working field, creating something and having a presentation in front of people, and then being applauded for your ideas. So here we have a shift in energy, like you healed something and then it turned into this very self-confident energy over here. But then in the last cards of your reading, we are having the Four of Cups and the Five of Cups. So it's a story here. So there is a situation where you were only focused on this one thing, maybe on this one pain, this one hurt from the past, but you did not see all the other cups of fulfillment. So here it's talking about the Pentacle energy, and here we have the Cup energy. And in the middle of it we have the Wand energy. So it's probably important for you, in order to gain material success and success in the working life, success with money and any kind of security in life, in the job field and in your living situation, you have to heal your emotions, your shadows, that the fears you have with that. And then you have to start to manifest, to use the Wand energy and to really manifest the good things in your life. And in order to do that, you have to look at your emotions. So again, those cards are talking about fears, about a certain boredom at one place, but also a fear. In both cards, the figure is focused on that one thing that isn't working, or the three things that brought you pain, but the person is not looking, like she is also not looking, it's very similar here, not looking at what is behind her. So behind her she actually has the power of the octopus, and it's a very, very powerful, intuitive animal. And he is also, they're both wearing black, and he's not focused on this two cups that he still has left. So there is some emotional fear you have, maybe in your private life, that is blocking energy for you to create real stability here and to start to manifest. But to do that will bring you your judgment, will release you from a state of feeling cold and left out, and a state of boredom, maybe even a state of grief. Yeah, so it's already a reading, so I'm very curious about what the tarot cards have to say here further. So Spirit, please tell us what more you can say about the Moon card over here that we have. Wow. I'm not gonna take those two, but I will show you. We have the 10 of Cups and the 6 of Wands, and the 6 of Wands we already have here. So I'll put them back here. So just that we know they wanted to come out. So we have the Star card. It's a very beautiful card in this deck. And the 4 of Sword energy. So the 4 of Sword energy is also talking about healing, really not so much releasing, but because the releasing part is over here. But it's about taking a step back and reflecting on the swords in your life. And the Star card is talking about also, it's very similar energy in somehow in the healing aspect as this card. You know, both figures are standing in the water here, and he is balancing something out, and she also is taking energy from above and putting it down. So there is something about healing. Yeah, it's a lot talking about healing energies, having also good fortune with that. So Spirit is on your side on that. So what else can you tell us about the 10 of Pentacles over here in conjunction with the 3 of Pentacles and the Temperance card? So we have this card, then we have the 6 of Cups and the Queen of Cups jumped out. So is there anything more you want to tell us? No, maybe not at this moment. So I will put them over here for now. So we have the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups is following the 5 of Cups in the tarot. And this is necessary for you to overcome this state, the 4 and the 5 of Cup energy. And you can overcome that by healing, by grounding yourself. And probably the way you do that is by being very kind to your emotions, like the Queen of Cups. Being extremely kind towards the memories, the loving memories maybe you have from the past. Maybe there's some loss, because this card is always talking about losses. This card is never like an energy where you decide to feel left out. It's usually something that happened to you in life, something you lost, maybe more than one thing. And you know, it's not about getting over it by just forgetting about it. It's more like about integrating it and having the loving memories of some kind of community or person in your life that you used to have around, and maybe some friends that are gone now, or some family members. But by focusing on that in a very loving and kind energy, look how similar these two cards are. The Queen of Cups in this deck. She's also wearing a white robe, and she is doing something with her seashell cup over here. And balancing out. Maybe when I see it like that, sometimes the Queen of Cups can talk about therapy or going on vacation. And here we have this card too. And those 3 cards, the Star card, the Temperance, and the Queen of Cups, are cards that tell us there is healing coming in. But we also need to prepare ourselves for it and be able to let the healing energies work in our life. So for instance, if someone comes around and gives us the opportunity to go on a vacation, to step out of the world maybe that is troubling you, then it's saying that you should take this opportunity, that you should go with it. Yeah. So I will put them over here. Now, Spirit, what else can you tell us about the Queen of Wands and the Six of Wands energy, which is a totally different energy, a very go-getter energy and a manifesting, self-confident energy. Why is this here in this reading for group number 1? Okay, this one wanted to come out. Wow. Okay, so it's 3 cards. We have the Five of Cups again. This energy, we have the Ten of Swords. Yes, there's a cycle ending, not ending. The Hierophant card, yeah, that's also very nice depicted here with a yoga situation, meditation. You know, we have a lot of like healing. The tarot is talking to you a lot about healing and going on a retreat, maybe going on vacation, or booking some classes where you can have this kind of energy in your life. Also the Star card. And then we have this Five of Cups energy again. The party's over, something heartbreaking happened to this person here. And the Ten of Swords energy. That's how this person feels. Like there's a lot of people stabbing you in the back, maybe, and run off, and you feel like unable to move on. And maybe you even embarrass yourself, or that's how you feel in front of others. But Spirit is saying there's no need to feel that way. It's always, you choose to feel that way, because in the end, it's in your hand to change that. But it's a clear confirmation that this is the reason why you need to heal, and why you need to do some shadow work here with the Moon card. Yeah. So the Four and the Five of Cups, please, Spirit. What else can you tell us about this card together in conjunction with the Judgment card? Slippery cards over here. It's a new deck, so that's why it's very slippery. Is there anything else you want to tell us for group number 1? So this card and those 2 cards wanted to come out at last. So let's see, we have the Strength card. That makes a lot of sense. Strength card has like the energy of the Queen of Wands somehow. It's like gaining strength after healing parts of yourself or going on a healing retreat. And then we have the Three of Wands, seeing your ships coming in, which is interesting because here we have the Four of Cups, and there are 3 cups that are full, but you are looking at an empty cup. And the Three of Wands is also a 3 energy, even though here it is a 4, but the 3 of Cups are right there. And here you are starting to work your magic because you gained strength before. And then we have the Four of Wands, which is a beautiful card in this deck. Look how they celebrate, they have the best time of their life, and they get together in a community to create even more power. You know, before that, at the beginning when you start this, you have like a powerful single energy here. But then after a while, you get into the Four of Wands energy. And it's the opposite of this, you know, it's the same party situation, but with a different outcome. Here, people left and you are left with pain and you suffer. And here you're part of a community that celebrates themselves and life and celebrates new ideas. And we have the Emperor card. So in case this is a job issue in your life, this is a strong clarification that you are going to reach your judgment, your relief, your big relief in the matters of your security and safety and maybe self-confidence. Because here you do not have self-confidence, and at the beginning with the Moon card you are too much reflected towards the inside. But here you come to a state where you can build in your life. And he has a map here, a plan, concrete plan. So this is the work you need to do to get to your next big relief. But in this cards it's also showing that you have spirit on your side, because here we have Angel Gabriel balancing your energies. He's working with you, but you need to go within and look on the things that trouble you with kindness. Maybe even go on a retreat, and for you to be able to celebrate life again. And look how similar, also a bit similar, this rejoicing energy is here. All of the figures are like almost all of them putting their hands up, and in the Judgment card we also have a heavenly energy, usually in the sky over here, that is talking about energies from above helping you on your journey. So I think it's time for you to stop focusing on the things that created pain in your life, and to turn around and find some kind of strength by going within, and maybe even doing a therapy, or making peace with the past in order to build and create again. So group number 1, I hope this was helpful, and please let me know if this resonated somehow with you, and I'm gonna see you in your next reading. Group number 1, bye bye. Hello group number 2, welcome to your reading about your next big relief. So you chose this beautiful Truth card over here, and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about is in these first cards that I laid out for you. We have the Four of Swords with the Four of Wands, the Three of Swords with the Four of Pentacles, a Page of Cups, and the Lover's card, the Hierophant, and an Ace of Rods. So here I already can see that it's a reading about love and relationships, or at least on an emotional level with people. It's not really a job reading here, in case you were looking for some answers in that area. So we have the Four of Swords here and the Four of Wands. The Four of Swords is an energy that forces us to rest. It's not a resting card. In this card it looks very nice, but usually it's depicted as a picture where there's a figure resting, but a resting period that was forced from the outside. Like for instance, when your boss is telling you to step back and maybe go on vacation for a week, because he or she can see that you need it, but you are on a different plane. You wanna work more, and for some reason in this deck it's depicted as a very chill situation, like she's just laying down with the moon. So I guess this is not so much forced from the outside, but it's something maybe that even happens in your dreams. Could be, but it still looks like a dreamy situation from the past. So maybe you experience that and you think about that at the moment, because it's something that has happened to you, but it didn't work out, because after that we have the Three of Swords, which is just one step before the Four of Swords. So in a way they are very similar. You will always see on the Four of Swords a Three of Swords situation where someone is resting after the hurts from the past and is trying to figure out how to get to the Four of Swords, but it's not there yet. And we have this card together with a Four of Pentacles, which makes a lot of sense in this reading, because he is also holding with his pentacle, the second one, in front of his heart chakra. So he's a bit closed off. He has a heart, he's not completely gone cold, but he is protecting himself because of the hurts he got in the past. It's at least one aspect in this card, even though it's usually also talking about clinging on your possessions. But since it seems like a love reading here, I would more focus on this heart chakra thing. Yeah. And then we have a shift over here. We have a Page of Cups and the Lovers, which is telling me that there is some kind of healing moment going on where you heal your feminine and masculine side inside of you, or you have a get together with someone. And the Page of Cups, it's usually a very loving, sweet energy. It's someone who is coming towards you, or it's a flirt situation. It's something that someone gives to you in a very loving and sweet manner. And then we have the Hierophant card and the Ace of Rods. So I have a bit like a hard time to put them together, so I guess the Ace of Rods here, the Ace of Wands, is just in general talking about some impulses coming back to your life, where here you feel very stuck. This is a very stagnant energy. Also this one, it's like very much focused on the losses. Here you get the first invitations back to life, and you realize something here, things you learned from this period before, or even find someone and get married. Okay, but that's like, we will see what the cards will say, what this is about. And it's usually about learning things in life and knowing how to implement them, and you put them in action. I would read this Ace of Wands that way, that you get into action again, you put yourself out there, or you get an opportunity for real passion in your life. But this passion is not just, probably, let's see what the cards will say, but probably it's a passion that's lasting, because the Hierophant is talking about lasting connections. And I also see we are having a 5 energy here and a 6 energy, and here we have a 4 energy. We have the 3 followed by the 4 of Swords and the 4 of Pentacles that are still a bit stuck. And here we have the Hierophant, number 5, and number 6, the Lovers. So I guess there is like a movement here in finding true love and a stable one, getting from an unstable situation where you are unstable and feel brokenhearted because of past hurts, up to you integrate them probably as part of your life, as part of your journey, and you learn things out of it, and you are able to, you heal both sides of you, and now you are ready to move on, to grab that wand and to move on. That's what I already see here in your cards laying out like that. But let's see what the tarot has to tell us also. So Spirit, please tell us if you have any more information about the 4 of Swords and the 4 of Wands. I will put them together like this. You know, got one card so far. These are too many. I'm not gonna take those. Okay, so we have 3 cards. We have, yes, Passion Ignited. It's the Ace of Rods again. It's the same card. And you see how she feels, like this glimpse of the flame, this passion that is starting inside of her again. She's getting out of this very stuck energy over here. And then we have 2 chakra cards. We have the base chakra. It makes a lot of sense. It's always talking about grounding yourself and like getting out of your head energy, and really ground yourself, like he is also with his 2 feet on the ground, focusing more on the material side of life, at least for a little while. And the throat chakra, that is a sword energy, because it's about communication, about the way you put yourself out there and communicate with people. So we have 2 1 cards here. Now we have 3 1s. Number 1 cards. I will put them like this. So here the throat chakra is probably the 4th sword we need to heal the throat chakra energy, even though it's a heart energy here. But maybe we will see more heart energy coming up. But it makes a lot of sense. Maybe it lies for you on a communication level, the healing, to kind of like stand up for yourself and communicate that to people. And what do we need to know about the 3 of Swords and the 4 of Pentacles over here? It's this card that wanted to come out. Is there anything else about this energy? Tell us. Maybe we look at it first. Yeah, it's the waiting game. The 2 of... It's followed by this card. It's the 2 of Sword energy. Wand, I'm sorry. It's the Wand energy, the 2 of Wands. Let's see if Spirit has another card. And a last time maybe. Okay, so we got this card over here. Love Begins. Another 1 card. So there's a lot of new beginning over here. So you probably already closed off a cycle, because we have a lot of low numbers here. You are already in your next chapter in life, and you just need to get out some left energies. That's one thing I see here. And when you heal that, love will start flowing. Like this is already, it's the Ace of Pentacles. And it's a totally different energy than this guy over here. Like he is holding his coin over the heart chakra. He's focused on his work and to not get hurt again. And here, this is a complete, like love is pouring into our life, no matter if we want it or not. It's coming, and it's coming in the form of a Page of Cups to lead us to the Hierophant and the Lovers. But here we have the waiting game. And the waiting game, the 2 of Wands is in the traditional tarot a card about making a decision and being able to, but taking your time to decide. It's like, it's about this card is the embodiment about making a decision, like everything that it takes. And here we have a tree growing with this roots, and this guy, I think, over here circling around it again and again. When will the thing I want grow and become a tree and will have fruits? But until you heal that, you will go around and around and around again, and you need to decide to do something about it here, about the situation, to get over this past memories that you had. You were maybe even married once before and probably got a divorce here, or something similar, like a relationship that was at one time very beautiful, but it didn't last for some reason. And you need to start to feel that spark again. Yeah, so Spirit, what else can you tell us about the Page of Cups and the Lover's card? Wow, it's already 3 cards, so I'm gonna take those. So we have Harmony, yeah. I was sure that we will have this card over here. It's the Lover's card. It's the same card. See how beautiful it is? Always like a green heart energy and a stable solar plexus yellow-orange energy, like golden energy. The orange energy would be sacral chakra, but it's like a yellow-golden energy. So it's definitely, there's something coming in for you in the matters of love. It's not just healing your 2 parts. Of course, that's always part of it. But you are doing a good job with releasing those negative energies, and you will get some relief on that aspect of your life. And here it's the 2 of Pentacles with movement, choices, and decisions. And we can also see this guy, it's also talking about decisions, like this card. But this guy who stands in front of it can decide if he's getting money, love, growth, or spiritual, anything on the spiritual matters. Probably like how do you say that? Self growth. And here growth more on maybe like this is more on the spiritual level, and this is in case you decide for the growth on the material level. And we have this card with the Hierophant card. We have, if we put these 2 together, we see this aspect from this card over here, and we also see the Lovers aspects also in this with the 2 rings. So it is already an indication of the next step here. Oh, I will put this over this because it's such a beautiful card. And we have the Sun card. So it is talking about, like I said, the green energy is a heart energy, and the golden yellow one is a sun energy, and the sun energy is the solar plexus energy. So we have almost every chakra over here. We have the base chakra, the throat chakra, sacral chakra energy, and here we have the heart energy, which is in many cards over here. So yeah, very, very beautiful. There is like a huge relief, love begins. Over here, love is beginning, harmony, the light is coming in. And you probably waited enough time in your life for this to happen. So Spirit, what else can you tell us about the last 2 cards, the Hierophant and the Ace of Rods over here. Does this card wants to come in? Is there anything else? Spirit, is there anything else? Yeah, okay, so 3 cards. We have fulfillment and wishes, with the 9 of Cups. And the Page of Cups is the last cup we need to fulfill our 9 of Cups and to reach a 10 of Cups situation. But here we are already satisfied. And you see how different this is in this energy. He is stuck to his possessions, but he only has 4 coins. And this guy over here has studied enough about his emotions. And he knows that he has a lot of like golden coins in his box over here. But he's not possessed by them. He's looking at it in gratitude. It's a different state that he's in. So, and now we have the Balance card that jumped out. Knowing how to heal and balance any aspect in your life, no matter if it's Swords, Cups, Pentacle or Wands energy. And we also have here the support of the Divine, which we also have here in this card, in the Hierophant card. And we have the Star card from this deck. So it's a very, very beautiful outcome. Your relief. Put it maybe over here like this, and over here, and this one I will put maybe a bit over here. So we have, look how many beautiful energy we have towards the middle of the reading. At the beginning we had the thing we're still dealing with and we need to release in order to really feel a huge relief. And the relief will come from above. Somehow it will come. The sun will bring it in to our life. The star, the sun, and spirit are working together to bring in this big new love that is beginning. And you have always the possibility to make choices and to move on with the power of the Eight of Wands. And grab that new passion in your life and start your new journey. Let that passion ignite you. It's very, very beautiful. And a lot of wish fulfillment also. Probably the Page of Cups, it's usually like a very sweet and small energy still. But maybe it's bigger than... Maybe she is really like this figure. She is trying to grab that fish, you know. The fish is usually jumping out of the cup, but she has a hard time to, because it's so big, she has a hard time to hold it. And so, and it's a lot of movement in this card. Usually the Page of Cups is just standing there and showing us his cup with water and usually a fish in it, and but here she is like having a hard time going about it. Yeah. So there is like a huge, massive wand of new love, new beginning and love coming in. And this will be your relief and this will be your judgment. I see here that it is coming and you don't have much to do about it. You just have to get somehow into a different energy from holding on, more to open yourself. That's the only thing you need to do. And once you open yourself, once you open your hands, the star, the sun energy and the Hierophant energy, the Lover's energy can float in and bring you your wish fulfillment and your harmony. It's a very, very beautiful reading, group number 2. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in my next reading. Group number 2, bye bye. Yeah, hello, group number 3. This is your reading about your next big relief and the calling of judgment. And you chose this beautiful judgment card over here, and I already laid out your cards, the first tarot cards. And Spirit already told me in these cards that there is going to come a judgment for sure, sooner than later, because we have the judgment card over here, similar to group number 1's reading. We had it in the same position, and it's probably coming in the form of some good karma. But let's see. Your reading is starting with the King and the Queen of Swords, which is very nice. And they both came out together, which tells me that they belong together. It's not like an energy, that one that comes after that. And since it's a pair up, it's a king and a queen of the same court element. They belong together here. So there is something that he is not quite seeing quite right somehow. And he's still like holding back, and she is already like looking into the future. She cannot anticipate her judgment in a way, if I read it intuitively. If I read those two cards in their true meaning, their original tarot meaning, then it would be that there probably is something in your sword energy, because we have two other sword cards over here that are a bit more negative. And there's something you are looking out. You're looking out for the correction of your king and queen sword energy. That there's something on the level of self-confidence, probably, that you're trying to reach, which will then bring in your judgment. There's something on the mental level you need to heal. In the original tarot, the Queen of Wands is holding her sword, very similar to this card and the Justice card. And the Justice card and the Queen of Swords in that sense are very similar, that they both hold up their sword, but they're still inviting, and they're still waiting for making their judgment about something, some situation or someone. But it will always be very fair, because the Queen of Swords and the Judgment know when to act, kind of. And what I always like about the Justice card is that she is sitting in front of a red curtain. And here we have a figure dressed in red, and she's surrounded by swords, and she cannot see, she's blindfolded, and she is also seeming to be in a prison somehow, but it's a mental prison. And here it's kind of like an opposite, very open energy, and she is controlling the sword here, and she's weighing out the things. And when she thinks it's time for you to get your justice, she will give it to you. It might not be in a way that you like, because maybe she will take something from you, or she will give something from you. It always depends on your actions that you did before. And here we see that you are in this is at least an energy of like a very much closed off. Again, like he has a hurt in his head, and he's holding the wand in front of him, and he's anticipating some aggressors, but he's not sure. He's not very self-confident. He knows how to protect himself, but he already got hurt before, and she doesn't even want to look, She's also blindfolded, and I have to say I have this energy in almost every reading, in almost every reading since the beginning. There's always one group where I have those two cards in it. And it's very interesting because they have a lot in common. Here it's a person who is who needs to pull down their swords and look around, and she has her heart chakra crossed, her arms, her swords, like her mind. This is someone who has no, it's the opposite of the High Priestess card, as someone who has no contact with their intuition, their own intuition. She's sitting in front of the ocean of emotion, but she cannot see it, because she, even if she would take off her blinds, she would only see some concrete or ground in front of her. So she needs to take off the blinds and turn around. So it's a lot she needs to do to actually only to just actually look at it. And here we have a person who is able to take off the blinds and everything, but she is afraid of. So we have 3 figures here that are afraid of overcoming this energy. They're afraid of something. But we also have this Justice card and the Queen of Swords card paired up with the King of Swords, like you have the ability to make a good judgment about things in your life, even you yourself. And if you don't do it, then Spirit will do it. Because behind the curtain here lies the universe, the wisdom of the universe. So she's like the protector, the entrance, it's like the portal of getting into the knowledge of the universe. And she has all that knowledge, this figure here. And since she knows all the things, it depends on what you do, on how good you overcome this energy or deal with your situations, is on how she is then making judgments about it by using her sword. And you know that because you're looking at it. See how she's like looking with the looking glass? This is a very, very smart energy over here. Someone who has very much control of their thoughts. But there's something that happened that is blocking the emotions. Here we have the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups is an opposite energy to this card, because here you have 2 options, but you're not sure. You cannot really warm up yourself about neither of the options. And here you also maybe can't warm up of the overflow of possibilities in life. Because maybe this figure is afraid that once she's looking at their emotions, that she will find that there's a lot of possibilities for having a fulfilled emotional life. So the judgment will lay down, is laying here in the form of maybe the universe deciding for you, and you will gain this judgment, or you are taking off your blindfold and really looking into your emotions, and stop being so much in your head about things, because this is also a very controlled couple, because they are in their head, they are in the sword energy. But let's see what Spirit wants to tell us more about your reading. So Spirit, the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, is there anything else you want to tell us for group number 3's reading? I pre-shuffled your cards like always, so Spirit. So it's already 2 cards. Put this over here and then that one. So we have another 2 energy, the 2 of Wands. It's always also about making decisions, and I remember this card just from a different deck, but it's also coming out in a reading where I had those 2 cards in the past. And the 3 of Wands. So there's movement here. You are going from a 2 of Wands energy, not being very decisive, but knowing you have to, and taking your time with it, which is okay. It's not saying it's good or bad, it's just sometimes things in life take time. Here you have also the decision making, but here you cannot, here you are not sure at all. But here you slowly come to a point where you feel you know what you need to do. Maybe a new business endeavor. It could be, because we have the world, the globe. We need to look at it more closely, because maybe you can see it, that here we have this van, this hippie van, and there's a surfboard leaning on the van. And here in this card we have the girl. It's like the same girl, but now here she still has somewhat short hair, and here she has grown her hair. She decided to go on that adventure, and now she's seeing her ships coming in. She gained another wand. Now she has 3 of wands. She had 2 ace of wands, and she decided for 1 and made them into 3. And now she's on her way, and she has fulfilled this. She maybe went on an online business, or went physically outside and traveled. So this is the energy underlining those 2. That is telling me that those are your desires. They are very strong. You really want to do it, but go on this new adventure, whatever it is. But you're too much in your head about it, probably. And you're holding yourself back for some reason. But Spirit, what else can you tell us about the Justice card over here? I will do this singly. I will ask about this card, and then I will ask about those 2 cards. Just to see if we get a bit more information in the story. I already know where it's leading to, but I think I need to give you more detailed information here. Because since this energy is coming around very often, I think I need to help you a little bit more this time. Oops, there's too many. It's also a new deck, it's very slippery still. So the Justice card, Spirit. Okay, we have 2 cards on the... Oh, we have 3 cards for the Judgment card, so maybe it's already those 2. Let's see, we have the Hermit card. Beautiful Hermit card on this deck. She's like floating. She's taking her time. You know, she's doing something similar that the King of Swords is doing. The King of Swords is... The story of the King of Swords is a king who is needing to deal with things, and he's going up, climbing on a mountain, and he sits there until he gets into the hermit mode. And then he comes up with a new idea, and then he comes back down from this hermit mode. So here we have the hermit mode. And then we have the 3 of Pentacles, another 3 energy. We have the 3 of Wands and the World card. Okay, so this will, whatever is here now, will lead you to the end of a cycle and to a goal, some kind of goal you will reach here. And it also has a similar energy with the Judgment card, like a relief and releasing energy. The 3 of Pentacles is about collaborations. So it's probably talking a lot about business life here, and in general, what to live from in life. You know, maybe you're thinking of this new business endeavor and you're not sure about it, and you are in your head, in hermit mode, to figure this out. And she is waiting here for the ships to come in, the new collaborations. They are both very single here. You know, they're having this dream, this wish, and now they are there. They started, but they're still alone here. They see the other people in the horizon, and here we have them. Here we have the people working with you. And that's what she is like wishing for. Maybe we should also put it like this, you know. Those two cards are looking into this one direction to the right, already seeing the new stuff coming in. She is seeing this in her head, and she is really seeing it on the horizon somewhere. But we had those three cards with the Justice card, so I try to read this now with the Justice card. So the Justice will decide, the Justice will give you your judgment if you go out and collaborate with people, if you really do it, if you really, really make this thing, this idea here happen, if you really go out of your comfort zone also. Because the Hermit energy is still like a holding back energy. It's necessary for the next step, but then the Justice wants to see you really creating with people. It could be still online, you know, it doesn't have to be that you, in case you're an introvert and you don't want to like be upfront with people all the time. It could be an online business too. Or writing a book which is helping other people in the end, so whatever it is. And this will bring you in the Justice from above, and is completing a cycle here. Because this will fulfill you, this will make you very happy to get out of this single mode. Here there's a step you need to take. So Spirit, what else can you tell us about the Two of Swords and the Nine of Wands over here? Okay. It's two cards. So we have the Nine of Swords, of course. So I was asking for this energy for that card, and it's clarified with the Nine of Swords. It's two swords energy, and you're probably unsure to decide, because of course you do not have contact to your emotions. That's the meaning of this card, but it is because of the hurts you had in the past, the nightmares you have because of things. You probably fear a lot of things, like bad nightmares attacking you a lot in life, so that your waking life, you are unable to make the right decision because you're dealing a lot with inner demons and maybe even past hurts. And your activity, you see how they are both wearing the same dress. It's a red dress, and there's something that happens to you on the darker side of life, like in your dreams or at night time, that is giving you a lot of anxiety. And because of this anxiety, you're not able to decide. You are like indecisive a lot of the times, and feeling like stuck that way. And here for the Nine of Wands, we have the Four of Cups energy and the Ten of Pentacles energy. And it's interesting because here we already had the Three of Pentacles to get together and create with people, and here we have, because you probably want to reach a Ten of Pentacles, the complete fulfillment. And see how this Hermit here, the Hermit has like one lantern here. The Hermit wants to gain at least this one epiphany. And in this card we have a lot of lanterns, a lot of epiphany that led to all the different mantras here, the different pentacles. And the Four of Cup energy, someone who is having a lot of possibilities. So we have like the Three energy again, and like missed opportunities, and is still looking at the energies that did not work out, but still having a lot of energies. You see, possibilities. you see how this rainbow stream over here on the left side, from that one cup, this one cup is giving you fulfillment with all the things you were longing for. So in case you are longing for success, a good love life, a lot of friends, happy time with your pets and family, great vacation, and a lot, whatever it is, fulfillment, recognition, anything that a human can wish for in a lifetime is in that one cup, and you're not seeing it because you're looking at the past hurts. But it's already here, and you are kind of like, they look a little bit similar, in the way they look, a bit anxious or bored. It's like, nah, I don't know if I should go this way, if I should do it. And we also have the same energy in this card, kind of like, I'm not sure if I should do it, I'm afraid, maybe, I don't know. You're trying to weigh your options. And also here, even though it's a bit more drastic over here, but there is a very unsure, undecisive energy in your life, and you need to get into hermit mode to find out why that is and how to get out of it, and to heal your nightmares. And what I often think this card also is? It's a card of, the nightmares in life are not just there by chance. They are there because of a reason, and because of something we also think about in our waking life. There's a lot of negative, maybe even self-hatred thoughts, or negative things we think about other people, and things we don't want to see. Maybe we don't want to see how the world is changing at the moment, or our life, or the life of a good friend is changing. We don't want to deal with it, and sometimes the mind is trying to deal with it by creating negative thoughts to empower us somehow, to make us believe that we still control the situation. But in the end, those negative thoughts are leaving us left out. We feel left out, and the good things in life, that is, there's a hand underneath this cup, it's handed to us from spirit, is something we might see. We know that it's next to us, we even touch it, but we cannot warm ourselves for that new idea. We are not sure if it's really. So let's see what else Spirit wants to tell us about the Seven of Cups. Yeah, maybe this card. I want to come out for this one. So we have the Wheel. It's the Wheel of Fortune. Very beautiful. And the Death card. Yeah. So we see the color here in the background is this turquoise, greenish looking color. And here in the Death card we also have on top here this color. So underneath, to let something die and some new sparks to start, the Death card holds an ending and a beginning inside of this card. And in order for us to create a rebirth, we have to let that energy inside, or it's like lying underneath, There is something here talking about spirit doing, the justice is doing its part. The universe. This is sometimes even called the universe card, because behind that her curtain is the universe and all the wisdom of the universe. And whatever we do in life, however we live our life, how satisfied, how we deal with things, depends on how the Justice card will work for us or against us. And it's also the same meaning in the Wheel of Fortune card, because it depends on what we gave in life. The wheel is turning in our favor or not, but it is turning always in one direction. But I see this in the form of a lot of possibilities here. And since it's connected to this card, it's also talking about all the possibilities here. And the wheel is turning for us to see, for us to at least see all the possibilities we have. But in order for us to grab them, we need to let something die inside of us, some old beliefs. So this is the general message in this reading already. All the old beliefs that are not real. We need to let them go. We need to get out of our head, out of our sword energy, and able to reach our Seven of Cups here. And usually when the wheel is turning, we can decide which cup we want to grab next. So Spirit, what else can you tell us about the Judgment card at the end and the Eight of Swords, which is of course another clarification that there is judgment coming in, and it is connected to that state of mind, and it's only a state of mind, because this person here can really free herself out of it by just taking off the blinds. It's the way she is wrapped up here is very loose. In this card, she's never wrapped in a way that she cannot free herself. She can always free herself by just deciding she wants to be free. Sorry guys, the battery just went out. And this is your message, group number 3. I hope I could help you. Please leave a comment, and I hope to see you in your next reading. Bye bye.